yesterday. You acted like you believed me.
Surprise! Were you shocked?
You set me up?
To be honest, I've been suspicious of you for a while.
Of what? I'm not playing dumb.
Let's talk about your schedule lately. You've been coming home late a lot recently. You started carrying your phone everywhere, even to the bathroom.
That's normal. Everyone takes their phone everywhere.
Since when do you shower with your phone?
I listen to music.
For 2 hours?
Sometimes I lose track of time.
Really? That's your excuse.
It's not an excuse in your head, right?
What's that supposed to mean?
She's influencing you.
That I'm just going along with your mom's opinion? Don't insult me, you piece of trash.
I didn't mean to insult you. I'm sorry.
Too late for sorry.
I just don't want our marriage to end like this.
You ended it when you started cheating.
I can't make it without you, Ashley. Please, I'll do anything.
You're so pathetic. Cheating, lying, getting beaten up by your mom, being dragged crying to your mistress's house, getting beaten up again there. And now you're begging for forgiveness and asking me to reconsider.
I know it looks bad. I could change.
I used to think you and your mom were alike, but I take that back.
What are you trying to say?
I can't believe such a pathetic man came from someone as amazing as Barbara.
Stop comparing me to her!
If your mom had been a man, I would have married her instead.
That's cruel! I'll make it up to you.
You can't.
Please don't do this!
It's already done. The affair partner managed to avoid divorce by agreeing to cut all ties with Ryan. Her husband decided to give her another chance, but I was different. I didn't hesitate about the divorce, and Ryan was abandoned by his mother too. Barbara blocked his calls and messages, but Barbara and I are still close. We still go out for lunch sometimes. Ryan ended up completely alone. After losing everything, he became increasingly withdrawn, making it hard for people to be around him. Despite once having so many friends, he gradually became isolated. Now, almost no one around me knows what's happening with Ryan anymore. When the rumors about him completely stopped, it meant he had become totally isolated. Hey Mark, I'm sorry, I'll be home late again today.
Hey, Sarah, you've been coming home late a lot recently. Is everything okay?
It's just another client meeting that ran long. The Yamamoto project is taking up so much time.
That's the third time this week. It must be a huge project.
I know. The end-of-year rush is so brutal. There are 4 different presentations due by Friday.
That must be tough. Do you want me to order takeout for when you get home?
Yes, that would be amazing. But aren't you working late too?
I am, but working from home makes it easier to manage, though I miss the office setting sometimes.
Really? I thought you loved working remotely.
Most days I do. I just miss the team interactions sometimes.
Well, it's almost the end of the year. There are lots of work events and client meetings that we have to attend.
Right, it's that time of year. Since I work from home, I forgot about all those events. It must be exhausting going to all of them. There's always so many.
The worst part is the mandatory drinking. My liver needs a break.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have those events, especially since I'm such a lightweight when it comes to drinking.
You always say that, but I've never actually seen you drunk before.
Trust me, it's not pretty. Remember that company trip that I had to go to 3 years ago?
The one where you supposedly got sick after 2 beers?
That wasn't supposedly, I really was sick.
If you say so, lol. Though it's nice not having to worry about you at work parties and events.
I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. Most people don't force drinks on you as much as they did when I first started working.
Yeah, the work culture was so different back in our 20s. Looking back now, I can't believe people thought it was fun to pressure others into drinking. Like, it's not even funny.
Remember my first job? The senior manager would literally pour drinks down people's throats. Those were tough times.
That's basically a harassment these days.
Definitely. Good riddance to those times.
My new team members are so different. They're fine with people drinking tea at banquets.
Times really have changed, though some old school places do still exist.
Yeah, my client still does the whole drink until you drop thing. I couldn't keep up with that anymore.
That sounds rough. You've been having a lot of those lately.
It can't be helped. End of year means keeping clients happy.
Just take care of yourself. You've seemed really tired lately. You need to rest, too.
I know, but the overtime pay helps with the bills a lot.
I know what you mean. Every bit helps these days.
Speaking of money, did your mom mention anything about the transfer I sent her?
Oh, I haven't talked to her this week. How come?
I just want to make sure she received it. The system was acting a little weird.
I'm sure it went through just fine. Mom would definitely say something to me if it didn't.
True, I just worry about her, so I wanted to make sure she got the money.
You're too kind, Sarah. Most people wouldn't help their mother-in-law like this.
She's family. Plus, it must be hard living alone for her since your dad passed.
Yeah. No, she seems to be going out more lately.
I know, right? I swore I'd never pressure any juniors to drink or attend events they don't want to.
It's good she's socializing now, though. I think it's better than staying home alone.
Oh, speaking of drinking, apparently your mom was at the bar again.
What? She was?
You know how your mom's regular bar is right next to the one where my cousin works?
Oh yeah, you have mentioned that before. What a small world.
Too small sometimes. My cousin keeps texting me updates.
Updates about Mom?
Yeah, she doesn't know, but I ran into her when I was going to visit my cousin. That's not the point, though. I've noticed that the money I'm sending her is going straight to her bar tabs.
Well, Mom's always loved her drinks, especially after what happened to Dad.
I know it's been hard for her, but still, she shouldn't be spending our money like that.
We can't really tell her not to go out, though. Drinking is her way of enjoying her life.
I'm not trying to control her life or anything. I'm just worried about her spending.
Mom's an adult. She can handle it herself.
I know, and I'm not saying she should give up her hobbies or ways to distress, but I know she's been there at least 4 times this week.
You're keeping count on how many times she's going to the bar?
It's not like that. Well, my cousin keeps texting me when she sees your mom. She says she's definitely a regular there.
Maybe your cousin should mind her own business.
Don't be like that. She's worried about her too. I'm sending her $1,000 every month. That's a lot of money, Mark.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, Sarah. I wish I could help my mom out with my salary instead.
You know I don't mind helping her. That's not the issue or my concern.
Then what is?
I just want to make sure she's doing okay. Financial problems can spiral really quickly.
Thank you. Mom really appreciates it. So do I. She's always saying how grateful she is for you.
If she's really benefiting from it, that's good. But could you maybe talk to her about cutting back on alcohol a little?
I can try, but you know how stubborn she could be.
Maybe just suggest some ways to save money?
I've been trying to tell her to watch her spending.
I don't think she sees drinking as wasteful spending, though.
Probably not. It's her social life now.
I get that, but $1,000 is a lot to spend at bars.
You're right. You might have a point there.
It's not funny, though. With the $1,000 extra each month, she could be building up her savings instead.
Mom's never been good with money, even when Dad was alive.
Maybe that's why she maxed out her cards? Maybe we could get her to start keeping track of her expenses, even if she doesn't want to.
I don't know if Mom would be into that kind of detailed tracking. You know she's not that organized.
But we have to try something. This situation isn't sustainable. Maybe that's why she's always short on money. This time she needed help because she maxed out all her credit cards again, right?
Are those payments being handled okay? Have you asked her about them?
Sorry, I haven't asked for those details. I'll check with her next time.
Please do. Since we're the ones sending money, I'd like to know more about Mom's financial situation, too.
Of course. I'll ask when I see her next week.
Just don't mention what I said, okay?
Why not? We should be open about this.
You know how Mom gets about money talk. It's better to be subtle.
Right, I understand. And I'm really sorry for causing all this worry.
Don't apologize. You're doing more than enough.
Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough, though.
Well, life throws curveballs sometimes. Don't worry about it, Sarah. We're family, so let's help each other out.
I want her to be able to live independently, not just receive money from us and depend on it.
Yeah, you're right. I'll try to convince her gradually about the money. We need to try to avoid any anger.
Thank you for understanding. I should get back to work.
Don't stay too late today.
I'll try. These reports won't write themselves, though.
Maybe take a break, get some coffee?
I'm already on my third cup.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I forgot I have a company New Year's party today.
First end-of-year parties, now New Year's parties? Being a salaryman is tough.
It can't be helped. Client relations and all that.
They should just combine them since they're barely a month apart.
Well, at least there aren't as many New Year's parties as end-of-year ones.
That's true, though you seem to be having more lately.
It's just bad timing. Everything's happening all at once.
Between you and work, I'm so exhausted. I even have to go in tomorrow, and it's Saturday.
Really? You've been so busy these past few months.
The joys of being a working adult, I guess.
We've had back-to-back projects with tight deadlines. Sarah, I'm sorry you have to eat dinner alone. We can't even go anywhere on our days off.
I miss our weekend dates. Remember when we used to try a new restaurant every Sunday?
Those were good times. We should start doing that again once everything settles down.
When? We're both always working or tired. I'm fine, but I'm worried about you. Are you holding up okay? You must be getting tired.
I'm fine. Once this project is done, I'm definitely getting off my computer on time every day for a while.
You always say that.
This time I mean it.
Sure. I'll believe it when I see it.
You gotta have some faith in your husband.
At least you're still joking around. You can't be too tired then. That would be good, but I'm going stir-crazy being cooped up at work.
You should get out more on your days off.
When? I'm either working or doing housework. I barely have any time to do anything for myself. It's been over 3 months since we went anywhere. All I do is work. The only places I go are the hospital, convenience store, and supermarket.
Why don't you take a trip somewhere to clear your head?
If I'm going alone, I'd rather go with Rita.
Well, I can't go because of work. Besides, you've been working so hard, you're even sending money to Mom.
Are you sure? We could wait until your schedule clears up a little bit more.
You gotta treat yourself sometimes.
Oh, you're so sweet, Mark. If you say that, I might really go.
Go ahead.
But what about the money, with what we're sending your mom?
You must have enough saved up for a trip.
Well, I do have some personal savings.
Then why not take a quick trip?
Well, if you insist. I've been wanting to do a beauty-focused day trip to Korea.
Perfect! It's close and affordable.
You really think it's okay that I go by myself?
Of course it's okay. You deserve it.
Now I'm getting excited. I'll book it right away.
Have fun planning it. Let me know how it goes.
I'll start looking at flights tonight.
Sarah, I have one favor to ask.
What is it?
Could you increase Mom's allowance by $500 next month?
What? So $1,500?
She said her fridge broke down and she wants to get a new one.
Why didn't she mention it when I talked to her yesterday?
You know how she is. She doesn't like asking for help.
Will $500 be enough? The one she has now is pretty big, right?
Well, she lives alone now, so she'll probably get a smaller one.
If that's the case, okay. I understand it's just for next month.
Thanks, you're the best.
I can't really say no. A fridge is an essential.
Thank you. I'll let Mom know.
Wait, how did you know about the fridge if she doesn't like asking for help?
Oh, she mentioned it last time I visited her.
When was that? You said you haven't talked to her this week. When did you go see her?
Right, I meant last week when I dropped off those documents to her.
Oh, okay. And don't forget to talk to her about budgeting.
Got it. I'm planning to visit home soon anyway. I'm sure it would be nice for her.
Okay, and don't drink too much. Oh wait, I guess I don't have to worry about that with you.
Very funny. I'll try to get my work done early.
Text me when you're closing up for the day.
Will do. I love you.
I love you too. Stay safe. Linda. Hi, Linda. I'm sorry about New Year's. We should have called you. Don't worry about it. How are you holding up with all the overtime? I'm managing somehow. How about you? How was your New Year? I was staying at an inn with some friends over New Year's. You were planning to come visit, weren't you? Yes, we were hoping to see you. Mark said you might be home. I completely forgot to tell you. The girls planned it at the last minute. That sounds fun. Which inn did you go to? The Hot Spring Resort in Hakone. This was the first time in years that I've treated myself. That's wonderful. You deserve to enjoy yourself. Though I felt a bit guilty spending the money. No, it's good to treat yourself sometimes. No, we should have let you know earlier, too, about our plans. You're both so busy these days. Mark must be working hard, too. Yes, lots of late nights lately. That must be tough on you both. Are you guys eating properly? We're trying to, though it's mostly convenience store bentos lately. That's not good. You need to eat proper meals. I know. Once things calm down, we'll come visit once Mark's work settles down. Thank you. I'm not planning to go anywhere for a while, so come over whenever. Oh, speaking of going to places, I'm going to Korea soon, so I'll bring you back some souvenirs when we visit. Korea? You're going on a trip? Yes, it's just a short beauty-focused trip. Since you like Korean dramas, right? Did you have any requests for souvenirs? There's this face cream everyone's talking about. No, you don't need to get me anything. It's no trouble. I really want to get you something. It's gonna be a waste of money. Don't worry about it. It's just gonna be a quick trip. Even a quick trip costs money, doesn't it? Even if you say it's cheap, it's still thousands of dollars. And then there's spending money when you're there. Linda, is everything okay? You seem kind of upset. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is ridiculous. Going on international trips? Think about your living expenses first. Making others send you money and then... I'm stopping the payments. Payments? What payments? Sending money? What money? I'm the one sending you money every month. Linda, who are you sending money to? You're sending money? Since when? Yes, I send you $1,000 every month. This month it's $1,500 for the new fridge. New fridge? What are you talking about? Mark told me your fridge broke down. He said we needed to send extra to replace it. My fridge is perfectly fine. I just bought it just last year. What? But Mark said about the money. Sarah, I've been sending you $1,000 every month for a few months now. Sending us money? Why would you be sending us money? Mark said you guys were struggling financially. We're not struggling at all. I'm working overtime by choice so that I could send you the money that Mark said you needed. What? So we've both been sending money to each other? It seems that way. I've been depositing money into my son's account, and he said he's been transferring it to you. No, I've never received any money from Mark. I was also sending the money to Mark's account. He said he was just gonna send it to you. So that means... My son has been getting money from both of us for a good few months now. Wait, how long have you been sending money? About 4 months now. Mark said you were having trouble with bills. That's about when I started sending money too. He said you had credit card debt. He said that you maxed out your card so you needed money. I must have misunderstood. My son told me that living with you was difficult and that he needed money to support you. What? What exactly did he tell you? That's why I got so angry about the trip you just talked about. I'm so sorry. No, I'm sorry too. We both had no idea. I heard you were struggling with credit card debt and you couldn't keep up with payments. Credit card debt? No, I'm quite careful with my cards. I've always been. And when I found out you were going out drinking, I wanted you to try to save more. Going out drinking? I barely drink these days. But my cousin keeps seeing you at the bar. What bar? I haven't been to a bar in months. The one next to where my cousin works. Sarah, I've never been there. Are you sure it's me they're seeing? If it's not you, then who? Looks like we've both been played by my son. This can't be happening. Think about it. My son must have been using at least $2,000 every month. But where is it all going? He's always saying he's working late. Sarah, those might not have been just work meetings. I haven't noticed him buying anything expensive or anything, though he has been coming home late lately because of work. At least he says it's because of work. And he told you he doesn't drink that much? He always said he was a lightweight, so that he couldn't drink a lot. That boy used to drink his father's alcohol under the table. What? What do you mean? He's been lying to you about that too? I had no idea. Linda, I need some time to think. Linda, could you keep this between us for now? I want to investigate a bit more. Of course, you can take all the time you need. I just can't believe this is happening. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I should have verified things with you directly, not through Mark. It's not your fault. He fooled us both. We both didn't know. The money he's taken from us is almost $10,000. And that's just the amount that we know about. You think there's more? Let's not speculate anything. Let's just focus on finding out the truth. You're right. We should take some time. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Thank you, Linda. I mean it. Whatever happens, remember, you're still family to me. That means a lot. Thank you. Be careful, dear, and call me if you need anything. I will. I'll let you know what I find out. Right now.
I'm just relaxing at home. Are you at your hotel in Korea yet? How is it? Having fun?
It seems like you're the one having fun.
Huh? What do you mean?
For someone who can't drink, you sure are dedicated. You must really like her a lot.
Sarah? What's going on? What are you talking about?
Or is it a serious relationship? The bartender seems pretty interested in you too.
What's going on? What do you mean, dedicated? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I never went to Korea.
What? But you said...
I knew there would be some movement if I was away, so I had you watch this past week.
You had me what? What are you saying, Sarah?
But to think you were spending money on a bartender, all that money you scammed from your mom and me every month, it was going to your bar tabs, not your mom's.
What are you talking about? I'm at a work event.
At the Blue Room? Interesting choice for a work event.
What?
What's wrong? You know I know you're at the bar right now.
You can't be serious.
I've got all the evidence I needed from multiple sources, so don't try to deny it.
You're watching me right now?
Looking around won't help. I'm not there.
But you just said... Are you really watching me?
I can pretty much imagine what you're doing anyway. You've done a great job fooling us both these past few months.
This is crazy. You're spying on me?
Crazy? You've been stealing $2,000 a month from your wife and your mother.
No! I'm sorry, but this is different. I'm only here because of work obligations.
Work obligations? Is that what you call flirting with the bartender? This goes way beyond work obligations. You've spent almost $10,000 in just a few months. That excuse won't work.
You don't understand! It's not like that!
Oh, I understand perfectly. I talked to your mother.
You what?
Besides, I saw your phone.
Huh? Why were you going through my phone?
Maybe don't fall asleep with your line messages open? You're always so cute. I really like you. I'd be so happy if you were my girlfriend. Hope we can date soon.
That's not what it looks like!
Really? Because it looks exactly like what it is.
I'm so sorry, but listen, it's not that serious!
Is that what you think I want to hear? You lied to your mom and me, scammed us for money. You lied to both of us. Using the money to chase after some girl? That's unforgivable.
But I haven't done anything yet!
Yet? So you planned on doing something more?
No, I mean, I wasn't planning to...
You just said you hoped you could date her soon.
Oh, that was just, going with the flow.
Going with the flow? While married? While you have a wife? That's not something you say just going with the flow. You're a married man. Dating someone else means divorcing me, right?
No, I don't want a divorce!
So you were planning to cheat?
That's not it!
Then what is it? Please explain it to me. I want to understand.
I got carried away.
Either way, I'm disgusted by what you've done. So let's get divorced. Then you can go drinking and dating whenever you want.
Please, Sarah, let's talk about this in person.
There's nothing to talk about. You've been lying to the two of us for months.
I don't want a divorce. I really was just playing around. I never seriously wanted anything to happen between me and her.
Playing around with my trust? With your mother's money? Which is it? Not serious. Mom and I were sending you money because we thought the other person was struggling. It wasn't meant for you to spend trying to impress some girl.
I'll stop going to the bar. I'll never see her again, so please don't divorce me.
This isn't about the bar or the bartender anymore.
Sarah, I'm really sorry. I'll never go to that bar again.
I just told you, this isn't about the bar. Sure, men sometimes have to go drinking for work, but that's not why you were going, was it?
I know.
Do you? Do you really understand what you've done?
I was wrong. I'm truly sorry. Please, just don't divorce me. I'm really sorry.
It's impossible now. I trusted you. That's why I was sending the money. And you told your mom you needed money because of me? That's laughable. I was working so hard so that we had enough to cover our bills and send money to your mom. You almost ruined my relationship with your mom.
I'll make it right. I promise. I'm sorry.
How? How can you possibly make this right?
I'm really sorry.
Saying sorry doesn't cut it. Even if you were just spending your own allowance, those messages would be unforgivable. But you were taking our money too.
Sarah, please forgive me. I'll pay back all the money. I'll properly apologize to Mom, too.
You're the type who can lie without batting an eye if it benefits you. I can't stay with someone like that. Plus, I can't trust you anymore.
Give me another chance. I'll change. I promise, please.
If you want to spend money on her, get divorced and go ahead. I don't know how she'll treat you when you're broke, but I hope you can date soon like you wanted.
Sarah, please.
Don't contact me again, except through our lawyers. Hey, Sarah, how are you holding up? I'm managing. The lawyer says everything is proceeding smoothly. I gave him an earful when he tried to contest the division of assets. I heard about that. Thank you for standing up for me. You're the daughter I never had. I won't let him hurt you anymore. I still can't believe he tried to claim he deserved half the savings. The nerve of that boy, after what he did. The lawyer says we should be done within the month. Good. The sooner this is over, the better.
Hey, Sarah, please, one last chance to talk. Can we please talk in person?
The papers are signed. There's nothing left to say.
I know I messed up, but these credit card companies keep calling.
Not my problem anymore.
Could you at least tell Mom to answer my calls?
She'll contact you when she's ready, if ever. Sarah, dear, are you free for lunch this Sunday? Yes, I'm always free for you, Linda. Good. I'm trying that new cafe you mentioned. The one near the station? Their pancakes are amazing. I'll treat you. No arguments. Deal. Negotiations were difficult. Linda's fury and verbal thrashing of her son helped move things along, and he finally agreed to the divorce. Sometimes I wonder if I would have forgiven him if he had only been spending his own money. But whenever I remember his intimate messages with the bartender, those thoughts quickly vanish. Mark paid $5,000 each to his mother and me as restitution, and I received all our shared assets as part of the divorce settlement. It turns out, Mark had already racked up significant credit card debt even before getting money from us. I heard he's now struggling with debt payments and can't afford to visit the bar anymore. Apparently, the bartender he was pursuing wants nothing to do with him. All he has left is his debt. I'm truly glad we divorced. I moved out immediately after the divorce and am living independently now. Sometimes I still get angry or sad when I think about my ex-husband, but I don't want to dwell on those feelings forever. Instead of thinking about the wasted money, I try to see it as simply not being meant to be. I'm determined to forget about it cleanly and find my own happiness going forward for a while. But with Mom being sick, I couldn't make the final decision and just kept submitting to my husband and mother-in-law, partly resigned to that life. But before Mom passed, she told me to live life my way. She must have known things weren't good with my husband and mother-in-law. From the moment I heard those words, my mind was made up. The large inheritance was a surprise, but I'm going to follow Mom's words and do the things I've wanted to do, one by one. Of course, I won't waste the inheritance. I'll be careful not to end up like my husband and mother-in-law, living frugally and building my own income beyond the inheritance. I want to find my own kind of happiness.